Holla at your boy. It is your boy, Ben Jammin, and I know y'all just enjoyed our juicy conversation with Governor Westmore. It was so insightful, right? It was so insightful. Right now, we are in a voting season, and as y'all Milwaukeeans and everybody across the globe has been seeing, Milwaukee has been getting a lot of love. One of the biggest reasons why is they're going to say that Wisconsin is a swing state. All right, and I think Milwaukee has a lot of influence when it comes down to that. And speaking of influencers of Milwaukee and in Milwaukee, who's more influential than the creatives? Who's more influential than the artists that put on the shows? In the building with me today, I have the illustrious hometown Northsider, NilexNile.
What's good, Truth Nation? What's the word?
And I also got Rock Nation. I always tell y'all part of Rock Nation. I don't rock for a reason.
Come on now.
All right? We got hometown hero Huey V in the building. How you doing?
Live in the building, man. We feeling good. We feeling good for sure.
That's amazing, Huey. That's amazing. So, if y'all don't know, the song that y'all just heard as we came back from break is a song called Paper Route. It's a song called Paper Route. Written, spitting by NilexNile. Guest verse, Huey V.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
We were actually just having an off-air discussion, talking about the record, talking about everything that record means. Now, can you expound on what that record means to you, and then think about how it got you to what you're about to do tonight?
So Paper Route, first and foremost, it means a lot, not only just because the song is good, but also get to do it with my brother Huey V, you know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of his music for a while. We met actually in South by Southwest, I think it was 2022, personal, like face-to-face. And ever since then, we kind of hit it off, but I think when we finally got a chance to really lock in and get the Paper Route song dropped, it's just been nothing but amazing reception. Like, people have just loved how different the track feels from a regular Milwaukee artist. They love how hip-hop it feels. They love how the story is being told on, chasing your dream, and at the same time just really just staying in tune with the actual mission of, at hand. So I'm very appreciative of how far the song is going, and how every time when it plays, when people hear it, they just love what they hear, you know what I'm saying? So that song has done so many things for me, because now, today I get a chance to open up for T Grizzly, Cast Out, and Lakia at the Riverside Theater tonight at 7 p.m. 6 p.m.
And that'll be for Vote Milwaukee, is that correct?
It'll be for I Voted Milwaukee, yes, sir.
I Voted Milwaukee. So if you guys don't know Truth Nation, as you should know, if you're trying to do anything tonight, this is the one place that you should be. So tonight at the Riverside Theater, starting at 7 p.m., all right, we have Detroit in the building, okay? T Grizzly will be in the building. You also have rapper Cash Doll in the building. Milwaukee's very own Lakia will be in the building. We also got NilexNile that's on the ticket.
Yes, sir. Providing the vibes.
You providing the vibes, and I also believe that Vote Milwaukee is also providing some pizza.
Oh, yeah, man. Pizza to the polls. Make sure y'all come out. The whole goal of tonight, of course, it's going to be a really dope event with dope music.
Right.
But pizza to the polls, man. Come get a free pizza. Try to register to vote, or register information so that way you'll be eligible to vote, because it's very important that you guys are paying attention to this now election, and that we vote for somebody that's important to our future and for our communities. You know what I'm saying?
Now, that's very interesting now, because so one thing I just got to know first, do you know what kind of pizza they gonna have? Like, we getting Domino's, we getting Pizza Shuttle, what we got?
We are getting pizza.
We just getting pizza, that's all I know.
Come get fed, man. Come get fed, man.
We gonna get the Rock Nation paper planes? Like,
on the pizza. I got all the pepperonis coming in the pepper plane.
That's so crazy. But with that being said, so what does this event mean to you tonight now? Because again, I've been seeing your Instagrams, I've been seeing your IGs, I scroll down my timeline, or I go down a rabbit hole each and every day.
Yeah.
Okay. And in doing so, I've been seeing you talking about how important voting is.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to you being, both of you guys being young black men right now, what does this voting process mean to you? What is it even looking like? We got a presidential candidate, on both sides. Donald Trump, we've seen his presidential campaign before. We've seen how he is as a president, but we also got Kamala Harris. What does this mean to you guys? And if you don't mind me asking, who y'all voting for?
Ooh, a hot question.
Hey,
hot question.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hot seat. All right, so first and foremost, you feel me? What I say is, I'm not gonna vote on no side of bigotry, right? So of course I'm gonna go Kamala, of course. But what I can say, just for, I'll say, black people or minorities, just be very particular of how you mobilize your vote.
Yes, sir.
Don't fall for all propaganda, and make sure you do your correct info, your correct research on whichever candidate that you decide to go with. Don't be peer pressured, and don't listen to the commercials. Actually go out, do your research, try to figure out what's going on, see what affects your communities, and make sure you vote locally. I say that first and foremost. But yeah, for sure, I'm going Kamala. Yeah, I'm going Kamala.
Bet. Now?
Yeah, so first and foremost, due to certain circumstances, I can't say who I'm going to vote for just yet. But I will hit y'all with the, I do want y'all to understand, if you are out there listening and you are very much paying attention to the election, let alone paying attention to what I got going on, and you see that I am promoting this. I think statistically, a couple years back, I forgot for which election, there wasn't a lot of younger votes because a lot of people didn't want to be involved. I don't remember which election it was, but there was a lot of younger votes that wasn't involved at some point, and I think at some point there was a lot of black votes that wasn't involved at some point. And I just want to say that all plays a big part to not being educated on what it is that you want to vote for. Also, you do have the right to vote, so I encourage you to vote because it is important to, again, choose somebody who will represent our future well and try to be like for our communities in the right way. But also, you know, if you choose not to vote, that's okay, right? You may feel like you.
Is it? I mean,
it's okay.
People die for this.
Listen, I don't want to. I don't want to peer pressure
people
anybody.
People cry for this.
I don't want to peer pressure nobody to go out and vote. I do know who I'm voting for, but again, I can't share. But if you don't vote, I encourage you to encourage someone to vote. Get involved because it's important that, again, we're getting out and we're making a difference every day. Even if you feel like your voice doesn't matter or your vote doesn't matter, the reality is your voice and your vote does matter. So
and don't wait every 4 years to vote. I'll say that. You feel me? People will wait for every single presidential election. Do not wait every 4 years to vote. Pay, like we said before, pay attention locally.
Yes, sir.
Try to make your changes locally. Your schools matter. We seeing MPS schools getting shut down at a crazy rapid pace right now. Like, things like that matter. Vote locally.
Well, what do you guys say to the people who are being getting discouraged? You know, when it comes down to being a voter, like we're seeing across the country right now. I can't say necessarily across the country, but in like Oregon and states like Washington, they burning up the ballots. All right, they burning up the votes.
I just seen that.
You know what I'm saying, bro? They setting these things on fire like it's Lil Wayne's blood. You know, what do y'all say to that though? Like, how do we get around that kind of fear when it comes down to making certain that your voice gets heard?
I think, again, peer pressure is a thing, right? To watching a lot of information online and hearing about a lot of things can come from one person's perspective more so than it would from a broad perspective, So the best thing I could say is, just try to, again, like I said, do your own studying on it. Take your time. Definitely get a lot of rest. And also, just do what is best for you. A lot of times, again, it is important to vote. Like, don't get me wrong. It's very, very important to make sure that you go out and you make a difference. But you want to be in the right state of mind when you do it. You don't want to feel like nobody is, again, telling you who to vote for just because there's a biasness to it, or you don't want nobody to, just kind of make you feel some type of way because of who you decide to vote for. At the end of the day, if it makes sense for you, your family, and for the United States of America, then I think that's just what you should ultimately go for your voting.
Man, now they paid you good, man. They paid you good, man. My boy over here remaining impartial. All right, it's all good though. Truth Nation, we're in the building live with NilexNile and Huey V. With that being said, I gotta ask you guys a question because we was kind of talking about this off air. But you guys both being musicians yourself, you both are rappers, so especially here from the hometown of Milwaukee. How are you guys been feeling about how Milwaukee has been being or given all of these different opportunities to perform with these bigger artists again? Now, you'll be on stages with T Grizzly tonight. You'll be on stages with the Cash Doll. Lil Uzi Vert was just here on Saturday. We had Big Frank doing this thing, JP doing this thing. We had Wave Chappelle out here doing this thing. I mean, Huey, you actually in Wisconsin now. All right, you in Wisconsin. You doing something tonight.
Nah, that part.
You're a special guest.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. You might see me out there. Who knows?
Yeah,
you might see him out there. some point, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man.
But I just want to say, it's first and foremost, this is amazing. Because there was a time in our community where we didn't feel the locals was getting enough support, right? I can even testify to say, you know, within the last 2 years, the rave has been more active with local supporters opening for bigger acts. You know, just stuff like that. It just shows that we're no longer trying to repeat cycles of the same thing, and everybody is at some point hearing. It just take a lot more of educating the people of higher power and the masses to see that there is more artists who can do what other opening artists can do when they come out of town, but for their local city, and it'll benefit us a lot more. I'm very appreciative of it. Again, shout out to all the artists who are being booked for these opportunities, and shout out to these organizations. Shout out to I Voted Fest, Emily White, and all the good people over there who's helping with the Live Nation and the booking. Shout out to
Emily, man. Shout out Emily.
Yeah, for sure.
Emily White.
Yeah,
Emily White.
Come on now.
Shout out to again places like the Cactus Club and We Are One MKE. That's who I'm also advocating for the voting and stuff like that, who allow chances and opportunities for you to again be in these rooms and these conversations where you can get brought up as for certain possibility or possible contender situations. So yeah, man, just shout out to everybody who is the powers that be that is actually paying attention and want to make a difference in our future in the community.
Got you. Huey?
Oh, for what? My bad.
Yeah, no,
I was. You feel me? Encapsulated by the response given.
Yeah, I feel like that was big right there. I mean,
he said everything he needed to. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Straight up. But in regards to you, Huey, you know, again, what are you even thinking this is going to do for the Milwaukee musicians here in the city? Because again, we're being aligned with big acts now. You know,
to 100%. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm super proud of the city. I see a lot of better business being done, and I'm seeing that that's allowing us to even get into these positions. Like now, I was just saying with the rave and them allowing new artists to come in there. I'm seeing JP. I'm seeing Frank. I'm seeing everybody set the what's it called, the rave on fire.
Yeah,
literally everybody. Probably like a year and a half before I like really caught wind of it. I was in Miami for not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like I probably came back like 6 months ago, like officially, like 6 months ago. So I was definitely seeing it from across the state. I'm seeing all the new artists get on there. I'm like, okay, cool. It seems like there's a lot of new movements that are going on inside of the city. People are starting to figure out exactly how to do the marketing. People are figuring out how to link up with other artists, just how to communicate with labels, how to get people out of state. I want to give a shout out to Playmaker. He's one of those people that for sure, like I've been seeing what he's been doing for probably like 4 years now. He tapped in. Yeah, he tapped in early. Like, you feel me? Had to chop it up with a couple of them, even Scales. You feel me? I seen some controversy around Scales, but Scales still good people. Like I wouldn't give up on them for sure. Yeah.
No, that's very interesting. So with that being said, again, you know, Nile was in the building, and we also got Huey V in the building. We are all three young black men here. How important is this election, you know, to y'all? Like, I mean, some of us have children, right? Some of us have children, and we know that this earth, we're not going to be on here forever. You know, we're trying to make certain that we set the pace and set the tone and set the bar for them to be able to come through and get these kind of opportunities, even better opportunities than what we've already been gifted. How are we making certain that vote is, you know, again, something that we need for our future?
I think it's just very important because, again, this does affect our lives. You know, every election affects our lives, and I think it's just important, again, that we do the research we need to do. We make sure that, again, it benefits us. Again, I'm not going to advocate for nobody, but again, just speaking on certain situations, like there's healthcare and stuff like that on the line. You know what I mean? There's free school, free education and stuff like that on the line that it can all be taken away. And that can all be taken away, or at least affordable healthcare. I ain't gonna say free, but you know, it can all be taken away, and it all depends on, again, us doing the actual proper research, voting for who matters in our lives, and who's gonna make the difference. So as long as we, again, as parents, as black men, as people of poverty, you know what I'm saying, we just continue to make sure that we know that our voice does matter, and we try to speak up of certain type of importance, then, you know, we'll give more people, I think, the time of the day to really think about this being something that they want to be involved with. You know what I mean?
What do y'all really want for your vote at the end of the day? Like, if every vote really was like a magic wish that you wanted to, in some way, shape, or form, the country to be better or whatever, how would y'all want that vote to be? Like, hey, everybody get $1 million in their pocket. You know, we all ride out from brand new Benzes. You know. We get a chance to meet Beyonce.
Yeah.
you know, like what would that look like for y'all if y'all had a magic wish? Which y'all vote?
To be honest, if it was that easy, for sure, it'd be all of that. You feel me? I wish everybody would get $1 million, get on their feet. I wish everybody's voices was heard. But to be honest with you, like, how do I say this without sounding like, you feel me?
Just
like,
say it, bro.
Anti-vote, because I'm pro-vote.
Yeah.
Right? Get your voice out, 100%. Every chance you get to try to get your voice out. But is there an ideal way of being able to look at it or being able to see what's going on and I split it down the middle? If it was that simple, I think we'd be already doing it. You feel me? I think it's really just like it's almost like a matter of trial and error. Like, you feel me? Everybody's opinion has to be vocalized and heard. We all got to share this space on the planet with each other. So, like, regardless of whether you agree with what the next person is saying, like, you kind of had to take it into context. That's really what voting is for us. But if everything was supposed to be everything how it was supposed to be, like, nah, yeah, I for sure be up 2-3 million right now off my last vote. Like, what? Yeah, for sure.
No, I just want, for the black people, bro, I just want to make sure we straight. So when we vote, I just want us to, and that's just in general. That's just what I want from the votes. I just want, when we actually make a vote, that our people is good after we make the vote. Like, we always do what's in our best interest, and whatever we voting for is in our best interest. So that's really all I want for the vote, for real.
No, I feel that. I mean, honestly, I think it is important, you know, to make certain that, I think you said this before, though, now, when it comes down to your vote, just make certain that it's something that
you can stand for.
Yeah, stand for. You know what I'm saying? Make certain that it's actually impactful, you know? So whether you're voting red or you're voting blue, or, you know, you decide to vote for an independent party, just make certain that your vote counts, because, again, your voice does matter. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's one of the reasons why, you know, I think we all speak on these microphones, you know, because we realize our voices matter. We all got a story to tell, you know, and in doing so, you know, that's where I think our power lies. You know, that's how we set the next individual free, by telling our story, but also not being afraid to go out there and actually speak and step on something. So with that being said, Truth Nation, make certain that you guys do step out to the Riverside Theater tonight. All right, event starts at 7 p.m. You will see the likes of NilexNile. You will also see T Grizzly. We have Lakia in the building, as well as Cash Doll. And you know what? I might as well go ahead and throw this out there too. Two of Milwaukee radio's king and queen, if you will. Royalty will be in the building.
You feel me?
It's Reggie Brown and also Bailey Coleman. And I'd be remiss to say, if I don't put it out there, we have DJ Brother Z on the 1s and 2s spinning tonight. So y'all know it's going to be juicy. Y'all know they're going to keep it nice. I am Jammin. And when we return, you know what? Actually, if you guys have any questions for these three young black men, myself, NilexNile Huey V, want to ask us any questions when it comes down to young black men voting, make certain that you call in at 833-212-1017 so you can get your voice heard, okay? When we come back, we'll give y'all another splash of juice. Holla at your boy. It's amazing.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel.
Try and get your bag right. Who do you love when you've been drunk since last night? Who do you love when you know you got the bag right? Who do you love? What does that mean? How does that feel? Tell me it's real, tell me it's whack, so I can do this and I can do that. I can count stacks and I can just rap. But loyalty is facts, so who do you love? If it ain't God, they ain't God. Who do you love? If you ain't got no line, I give my line to you.
Welcome back, Truth Nation. Y'all know y'all got your boy Jammin, and we got DJ Brother Z on the 1s and 2s. NilexNile and Huey V are in the building, because tonight is about to be a night. And if y'all wanted to know what y'all was just listening to, that was your boy Jammin. Album Hollywood Hooks, and the song was called Who Do You Love? Make sure that you go to your Apple Music and Spotify, and even go to it'samazing.org and go check that out.
Who you love?
Yeah, who do you love? Yeah. You know, I got them bangers too. Y'all ain't the only
for sure.
Come on now. Yeah. I'll kick a freestyle right now. But you know what though? Neither here nor there. Truth Nation, Today, honestly, has been a great day. If you guys know anything, make sure that you do go out tonight at 7 p.m. to the Riverside Theater. NilexNile will be opening for T Grizzly, Cash Down, Lakia, and DJ Brother Z will be DJing. We got 2 minutes left here, fellas. What's one last thing that you guys want the people out there, Truth Nation land, all our juicy jammers out there to know about voting?
I'm gonna make it quick. I reiterate this one more time. You may not be an avid voter, but if you're not, become one. You may not be well informed. If you're not, go inform yourself. You may not be active in the voting polls. Just go talk to somebody who is active, and they might put some passion into you about it. But just make sure you go out, mobilize what you've been free will given, because there's some people who, you feel me, to this day, like, they can't even vote. They might be felon or whatever they got to go through. Like, vote for them people. It might be a homie. It might be a cousin. Who knows what the situation is? You feel me? We was fighting for women's rights, all types of stuff. Like, just make sure you go and look out for your partner. Look out for your neighbor, for the person that's across the room from you. Look out for your brother, your mom, whoever it is. Look out for yourself. But go mobilize your voice.
Yeah, November 5th is the election. Again, properly planned. We got like 1 more week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, just really rest on it after you do your research. Really take the time. Don't stress about who it is, but as long as it means anything to you and your family and to your future in the next coming years, again, remember that your voice and your vote does matter.
Yeah, nah, your voice does matter. Your spirit matters. You matter as a people, Truth Nation. And with that being said, that is NilexNile Huey V in the building. Make sure that y'all tap into their music. They're really influential here, not just in Milwaukee, but honestly to the entire nation. I don't want to go too much further. But with that being said, Truth Nation, I am Jammin. Make sure that you do tap in and go out to the Riverside Theater tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Go see T Grizzly, Cash Down, and DJ Brother Z. I am Jammin, and this is Jammin with Juice. Carry Noni Juice. I'll see you later. And make sure that y'all do tap into Tory Lowe from 1 to 4. Holla at me.
The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee